Hi, before the video starts, I want to say that I spent a lot of time and effort. Please support me. Thank you. This guy's name is Carl Marmont. He's a mercenary with no clue where he is right now. And this is Lyle, the head of a woodworking workshop, who also remembers nothing. He claims to be just an ordinary employee of an antique shop, like the others. These guys have no idea where they are. Jenna, an unemployed hermit living in a remote forest, is equally clueless. Han Isla, a farmer, is in the same boat, including those who have already introduced themselves. There are 11 people in these ruins, and none of them remember how they got here. What's more, they have nothing in common. No shared skills, no family ties, no professions. One of the guys suggests that a wizard named Erikodabnol brought them here, but Marmont dismisses it as nonsense. One thing is clear, they all live in Tauniri. If they keep questioning each other, they might stumble upon some clues. As soon as Lyle says this, a beautiful fairy appears, showing off in front of the poor souls. Her name is Eel. She's a fairy in charge, and if the newcomers want to survive, they'd better fall in line. But Marmont isn't having it. Why should he obey some damn fairy? The mercenary immediately draws his blade, but Eel calmly tells him to cool down, as hotheads often lose theirs. Marmont ignores her and keeps pressing the fairy, but she only taunts him further. As soon as the mercenary takes a step forward, his head is severed from his body in an instant. He died before he even realized what had happened. What the hell? The fairy, who just a second ago was acting all charming, now has the face of a maniac and warns the others not to follow in that idiot's footsteps if they don't want to end up the same way. The group immediately panics, but Eel assures them that if they obey, everything will be fine. At that moment, she hears the voice of the system. Her master has begun assembling a squad. Eel orders everyone to prepare and opens a portal through which a group of 5 must enter. Of course, they can refuse, but they'd risk sharing Marmont's fate. Han stops the fairy and says that if she wants them to reach the top of the tower, she'd better give them weapons. Besides, Eel has already killed a 2-star mercenary, and without him, the group's chances are slim. With weapons, at least they have a shot. Jenna doesn't understand what this guy's talking about, but he clearly knows more than the rest. Ezel considers his words and summons a consul to ask her master if he wishes to purchase weapons. Instantly, a message appears about a purchase of items worth 50,000 gold. The group realizes that Han has been here before and tries to get some information from him, but he says he doesn't fully understand either. The only advice he can give is not to hesitate and to take the weapons, as the battle will begin soon. Hearing this, the poor souls rush to the storage and grab the starting equipment. Armed, they step into the portal. Han's group, however, hasn't had their turn yet, so he calmly picks a weapon to his liking. Jenna, left alone with him, starts bombarding him with questions, but Han simply tells her to kill all the enemies and figure out the rest on her own. His thoughts are interrupted by the system's voice, announcing that the heroes who just entered the portal have been defeated in less than a minute. Azel is furious. Useless idiots died on the first floor, but no matter, she pushes the second group forward, hoping they'll last longer. Just then, an unnamed old man approaches the fairy and asks her not to involve him, as his arthritis is acting up. Of course, no one listens, and Jenna forcefully drags him into the portal with the others. Passing through the rift, they find themselves in a strange place resembling a temple. Before they can properly look around, the gates to the first floor open, and they find themselves on an open arena, face to face with a bunch of level 3 goblins. Han warns the team that if they're not careful, they'll die. But 3 idiots drop their weapons and run in the opposite direction. Jenna shouts after the old man, asking about his arthritis, to which he replies that it suddenly disappeared. But no matter how fast they run, they hit an invisible wall. While these fools try to break through the barrier, Jenna asks Han if killing all the monsters will get them out of here. Getting a positive answer, she immediately prepares her bow and arrows. Her father taught her to hunt. Maybe that will help her kill goblins. As for Han Islo, truth be told, he doesn't know how to use a sword or a shield, and his real name is Han Se-jin. Holding off the goblins' furious attacks, he finally accepts the fact that he's been sucked into this crappy Choose Me game, an incredibly popular mobile game. Its goal is to conquer Starugan. As usual, he logged into play and stumbled upon a new event, offering a bunch of rewards, including the chance to tackle an ultra-hard dungeon. Could it be that the enemies here range from 1 to 7 stars? Han was a loser who never managed to pull a 7-star character. He always relied on disposable teams. At that moment, the system started blaring an alarm. The characters of our player were utterly terrified. What's going on? Han doesn't care. He just needs to figure out the boss's attack patterns. While he's thinking, a level 999 mob with a bug name wipes out the entire disposable squad. Damn it, how is he supposed to defeat such a monster? This stupid game is definitely bugged. He didn't even get a chance to see its attacks. Meanwhile, the boss is examining the player. What the hell? The only thing Han sees is impenetrable darkness, with a system window popping up, prompting him to create an account. He needs to choose a name, but the problem is, Han can't click anything. The name field fills itself with the word Vern. Is that short for whatever? In any case, it's automatically accepted, and the system suggests he complete the tutorial. At that moment, Han opens his eyes and finds himself in a destroyed village, with burning houses in the background. The system narrates the world's history. A pop-up window appears instructing him to defeat a goblin. Han can't believe this is really happening, but as soon as he blocks the goblin's attack and feels the weight of the creature's strike, he instinctively knocks the sword out of its hand and delivers a powerful blow, splitting the vile goblin in two. The thought of killing a living being horrifies him. Has he really been transported inside the game? Looking around, he realizes it's exactly that, the damn Choose Me game. As he ponders this, the system prompts the game master to summon a character, and a rare warrior, Shay, appears. She immediately notices the pile of goblin corpses, but the problems are just beginning. The game master decides to perform a merge, which means only one thing. Our hero is in deep trouble. At that moment, the fairy starts rushing him. The master's getting impatient. Getting a better look at her, Han realizes it's Eel and addresses her by name. She's surprised he knows her. Of course he knows her. He's played this crappy game often. He doesn't look like his photo. It can't be. Is he from Earth? As soon as she realizes this, she panics. Why did this happen to her? Though it doesn't matter, she orders Han to enter the merge. He refuses, knowing he'll die, but a yell forces him in, assuring him everything will be fine. A second later, his hands start glowing. The merge has begun. Merging allows a character to be strengthened by using another character's card, but the one being merged dies. The problem is, Han is a 1-star character and Shay is 4-star. No idiot would merge such a rare character just to gain 1 star. But what's happening? Why is he still alive? And why is Shay disappearing instead of him? It's simple. She wasn't chosen. No need to panic. The warrior girl leaves the tower conquest to her comrade and vanishes completely, leaving Han alone. We then jump to the present. Jenna has just died trying to force those cowards to fight, but Han tells her to focus as he fends off the goblin's attacks. Is he an idiot? He merged a 4-star character to strengthen a 1-star goblin. But the other team members, at that moment, Han loses an arm, but with a spin, he smashes the goblin's face with his shield. The hero has no idea what's happening, but that level 999 boss dragged him into the game. That bitch doesn't know she's messing with the wrong guy. With those words, Han brutally finishes off the goblin. Jenna immediately runs to him, but he cuts her off, saying his arm will grow back once they return to camp. The player has minimal influence on the world, but even so, Choose Me has been played by over 100 million people. The reason for its popularity is that you can observe the world. Han, who also considered himself a game master, loved Choose Me for its resource gathering, strategy, and tactics. Even though he thought the game was crap, it was still fun to play. So much so that among 100 million players, Han ranked 5th in the world. He's the best of the best, a player under the pseudonym Loki. So let that bitch watch as he climbs to the top. At the end of the battle, only Han and Jenna survive. Han, of course, is the most valuable player. Thank you for watching the first 2 parts. If you would like to see a continuation, write in the comments, and I will make a big release or write a manga that you would like me to voice also in order not to lose the channel. Subscribe, it is free.